Hi everybody and welcome back to another CYT-Crypto news episode. Today I'm going to be looking at the news stories that are making the headlines in the crypto world, including why Bitcoin dumped Satoshi Nakamoto. Is he a criminal mastermind? So I'll be looking over some of these news stories and more just now if you stay tuned. As ever, if you can go down to the like button, hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit the notification bell twice so you get all the notifications of the new videos that come out. And if you want to kind of sign up or tip me, there's links down below as well. I'm going to be giving you a free gift very, very soon. I'm getting that made up sometime in the next couple of weeks. So I'll be getting that made up for you as well. So stay tuned for that as well. Okay, on to the news. So this is big news today, obviously, with the Bitcoin price falling. So we'll just look at the kind of exchanges just now, see what's happening just now, or the markets just now. We have a market capitalization of 254 billion. It's actually went up about 6 billion from this morning. We have Bitcoin dominance standing at 55.8%. Bitcoin has now gone back up to nearly $8,000 according to this just now. We'll look at the charts as well for Bitcoin. Was it standing at 7,948 at the moment? So aggregated price, we have Bitcoin at 7,800 or 7,000, nearly 8,000 aggregated price. And we have the winners and losers. Aurora is up 9.5, Zilliqa up 8.35, Hypercash 4.24, Bitcoin SV up 3.54, Monocoin up 1.36. The rest are stable coins in the green. Biggest losers, we have Crypto.com chain, that's CRO, which is different from Crypto.com, which is MCO. Nash Exchange is down 11%. Holo, BitTorrent, Bitcoin, Tezos, Mixin, Aeon, KuCoin shares, status all down around about 10%ish. I would imagine they'll come back up very, very soon as well over the next 24 hours as Bitcoin rises as well. Okay, we'll have a look at crypto bubbles, see what's happening just now. So this is over the last hour. So everything's turning green over the last hour. And this is a snapshot of some of the cryptocurrencies. There's 2,200 out there that's listed on CoinMarketCap. So it looks green just now. So it looks like we're coming back up. If we look at it over the last 24 hours, it'll look totally different picture, totally red there. Not totally, but almost completely red there, which is an oxymoron, but it's nearly all red. It's nearly all green over the last hour. So what happens in micro happens in macro usually. So that will hopefully filter up and we'll get the Bitcoin price pushed back up again and see what happens from there. ELF is up 5.7%, Solve is up 5.2%, KCS up 4%, BAT up 1.9%, TrueChain up 2.7%, CRO down 6.7% over the last hour. Atom still rising as well, doing really well at the moment. So it's doing fantastic. Okay, let's look at some of the news happening just now. World's major bank giants invest $63 million into the new digital token. So global bank giants, including Barclays from Europe, Credit Suisse, UBS and MUFG Bank, together announced the utility settlement coin, USC, cryptocurrency to leverage instant cross-border settlements at reduced costs. So despite showing major hostility for several years, global banking institutions are warming up to the idea of digital currencies. Earlier this year, in February 2019, Wall Street giant JP Morgan became the first banking giant to join the crypto bandwagon by announcing JPM coin. So my problem with that, the JPM coin, was that it was just for an internal kind of coin. It wasn't for a kind of global coin or anything like that. But now these banking giants have got together to create USC, which is a utility settlement token, which is something similar to what XRP are doing as well. So they're looking to do that. Is this going to be a rival for XRP? Of course it's going to be a rival for XRP. There's lots of rivals to XRP and there's a lot of competition to XRP as well. However, there's room for competition. This is going to be a $1 trillion marketplace. So it doesn't matter if USC comes out, when that comes out, and Stellar Lumens, whatever's going to happen with them as well, and other XRP rivals as well. XRP could still make it huge, and I still think they are going to make it, and they're much more advanced than anybody else as well. So this is just a rival to it as well, and it shows you that XRP are on the right tracks with what they're trying to do with the settlements as well, with the other kind of banks joining in. But they are kind of getting together to get this USC, or reportedly. I don't know how far on it is, but this could be a really good thing for the crypto space as a whole. If the big banks are getting involved in this, then it's good for crypto. It just is another it's another kind of way to say crypto's not gone away and everybody's getting involved in it. So this is a good thing, actually. So this is another, I'll put all these news stories and links for you. Major banks take on Bitcoin and Ripple with blockchain-powered coin. So they're talking about utility settlement coin again, give more details on that as well. But I just want to go over the headlines really and just give you a quick outline of what it is, and you can read the news story yourself. BTC dump. So the dump of about $1,000 overnight. This is on Reddit from somebody called Machiavelli, saying BTC dump, pure whale manipulation. So he's kind of gone on to say, or he or she, the BTC dump today was completely manufactured. We all kind of know that anyway. You can't fall on $1,000 like that on a whim if it's not kind of manipulation. So about 20 to 30 minutes before the dump, a whale moved 25k BTC, 25,000 BTC worth 250 million to Coinbase. We've got a link for this as well. And about half an hour after the dump, a whale moved 14k Bitcoin worth 112 million from Coinbase to another wallet. Got a link there. And 40 minutes after that, a whale moved 11k BTC from Coinbase to another wallet. And 50 minutes after that, a whale moved 10 million USDT from one wallet to another. And if you do a lot of math and follow the timeline, it's not hard to see that someone dumped 25,000 Bitcoin for 215 million and bought it back shortly after for 200 million. In doing so, they pocketed $15 million and walked away with the same amount of BTC as they started with. And then he says that as well, which I found funny. So there is a lot of manipulation in the market. These are the kind of links he was talking about. So 25,000 BTC, this is the transaction details. And there's the other one, 14,000 BTC being moved. Another one for 11,000. And another one for $10 million worth of USDT. So they're tracking it all back and they're kind of making it, looking at the timeline for that. And this is why the BTC has dumped just now as well. Justin Sun, I officially announced I've won the record-setting 20th anniversary charity lunch hosted by Warren Buffett. I'll also invite blockchain industry leaders to meet with a titan of investment. I hope this benefits everyone. So this is Justin Sun's big news, that he has won a table. I would imagine it's a table he's getting to the 20th anniversary charity lunch. So it is for charity, obviously, but 4.6 million. Is that a good way to spend money? Is it good advertising? Is it good marketing on Justin Sun's part? We need to wait and see kind of what happens from that. So he's getting a lot of ridicule for it, but he's also getting kudos for it as well. I'm kind of middle ground with this. I like the way Justin Sun does his marketing. I don't like how he puts other people down and stuff like that. That's my big, huge gripe about him. And that's why I've just kind of gone off. The way you do the small things is the way you do the big things. And if he does that kind of in public, imagine what he does kind of behind closed doors, and I just don't like it. But no doubt he's a different type of marketer, but a marketer, an effective marketer. He gets attention. And that's what kind of part of the game's about, not all of the game. Binance has announced it's testing out a new GBP-backed stablecoin as a new asset on the firm's native Binance chain blockchain. Despite being added as a new asset to being openly viewed on the firm's blockchain, Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao and said the new stablecoins is still very much in testing phase, with almost £200 minted so far. So he's got CZ with a tweet, somebody saying, the Crypto King, hopefully will have a stablecoin that remains stable. I wonder what this will do for the value of BNB. And he said, this is in testing phase, still only £200 minted so far, slowly but surely. So after initially being discovered as an asset by Crypto's Batman, the self-proclaimed big fan of cryptocurrencies, commented that it's incredible how fast Binance moves, adding that in his personal opinion, now expect the firm's native token BNB to skyrocket from here. I've been saying that for ages as well. Binance is going to go to $100, or the Binance coin is going to go to $100, and I think it's going to go to $1,000. Not soon, but I think it will go to $1,000 as well within the next couple of years. It might sound outlandish just now, but I genuinely believe that, unless they get hit with regulatory kind of plans or regulatory kind of rules by the SEC or something. They get caught somewhere in some country where they're not allowed to kind of trade or anything. But that's the only downside I can see with regards to Binance. But I think Binance coin is going to go up to $1,000. I think first we have to hit $50, then $100, then we're going to start seeing it moving up to $1,000 per coin for Binance. So if you got in just now, I think it's $33 just now. And just have a look at kind of Binance at the moment. That's BTC. We'll look at that in a second. So Binance coin just now is in at 384,000 Satoshi. And we'll go to BNB USD. We're currently sitting at $30. So $30. So if all you did was accumulate, although it's risky, if all you did was accumulate Binance tokens and you managed to get 1,000 tokens, if you managed that and you just accumulated and accumulated on the down turns and on the upturns as well, at $30, how much would you need for 1,000? It'd be 30,000 obviously just now. So you need to pay 30,000, but you could be a millionaire within a couple of years if you managed to accumulate 1,000 BNB tokens just now. So I think that's perfectly feasible. If you're putting in at $500, $1,000 a month, and you're doing that over kind of 2-3 years, and then say 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, the Binance token is $1,000, you're a millionaire. And that's what I think crypto gives us. It gives us that opportunity to become a millionaire as well. Or get a million, and that'll change a lot of people's lives. A millionaire nowadays is not that much money. $1 million will pay off your mortgage and help you, but it's not, you're not set for the rest of your life. But a millionaire would still be good, still be brilliant to be a millionaire. Okay, so that is BNB. That was a token for BNB. The news that the GBP is going to come out as well. So I think that's going to be good for us. New evidence suggests Satoshi Nakamoto is Paul Solotshi, and the creator of encryption software E4M and TrueCrypt. So Paul Solotshi Calder LaRue, a 46-year-old criminal mastermind, is the creator of encryption software E4M and TrueCrypt, and the cryptography encryption software Satoshi Nakamoto likely used to lock up his 1 million BTC. And he's the author of an uncannily similar manifesto to the one in Bitcoin's white paper in 1998. So this is a long article, but it's actually interesting reading if you want to read this as well. But it's intimating that Paul Solotshi Calder LaRue is the real Satoshi Nakamoto, but he's been in jail since 2012, which is why this kind of 1 million kind of Bitcoin has not been moved anywhere just now. But further on, it goes on to stay talking about Craig Wright and Kleinman's kind of involvement with this, or possible involvement with Paul LaRue as well, because of a redacted statement that wasn't really redacted. It should have been to protect Craig Wright. So it's this one here. It just says, however, unfortunately for Wright, whoever was redacting the document failed to black out one of the corresponding footnotes that identifies a criminal kingpin in question, Paul LaRue. So as seen in the footnote above, a partial URL is visible that leads to a Daily Mail article that calls LaRue a real-life Bond villain behind a cocaine and gun empire spanning 4 continents, who's now turned super snitch. Also, the unredacted footnote clearly contains a link to Paul LaRue's Wikipedia page, indicating that LaRue may very well be one of the criminals that Wright is afraid of repercussions from. Understandably so. And it goes on to talk about this as well, which is why Craig Wright has not been able to move any coins, so he can't prove it because he's not encrypted the hard, or decrypted the hard drive that Paul Solotshi has. It's his. So when he comes out of jail, I don't know how long he's in jail for, but there's a lot of parallels kind of talking about Paul Solotshi and how he could be the real Satoshi Nakamoto. So it's just another theory that's out. And as ever, there's loads of kind of indications as to why this might be kind of true. But I'll send you the news. I'll put it in the link underneath. But it's interesting reading for sure. It'd be an excellent film, actually, if this was to be made as a film. It'd be an excellent movie. Wave of SIM swapping attacks hit US cryptocurrency users. So this is a story that numerous members of the cryptocurrency community have been hit by SIM swapping attacks over the past week. ZDNet has learned in what appears to be a coordinated wave of attacks. So SIM swapping, also known as SIM jacking, is a type of ATO account takeover attack during which a malicious threat actor uses various techniques, usually social engineering, to transfer a victim's phone to their own SIM card. So the purpose of this is so that hackers can reset passwords or receive 2FA verification codes in access protected accounts. So if you're logging into Binance, for example, and you're using kind of Google Authenticator, it would be sent to somebody else's phone. They will get a 2FA account and they'll be able to kind of reset your account on Binance, as an example. So these type of attacks have been going on for half a decade now, but they've exploded in 2017, 2018, when attackers started focusing on attacking members of the cryptocurrency community so they could gain access to online accounts used for managing large sums of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. That's still going on just now, so you have to be really careful, and there's a lot of tweets kind of about this as well. One of Andrew Kang had said, SIM swapped, phone number ported, thanks T-Mobile. That's at least 15 of us in the crypto community in the last week, and there's more and more reports about this as well. So just be extremely careful. What I've got, I don't know if this will help you as well, I've got a separate phone altogether that I do not go online with. So I'm not connected to the internet or anything. Instead, when I need to kind of go on, then that's how I use kind of Google Authenticator that way. So I've just got one phone for Google Authenticator. I don't have anything else for it, so just be careful when you're using your phones. I've got a separate phone just for kind of phone stuff and kind of going onto the internet and stuff like that as well. So you just have to be really careful nowadays as well. We want to protect our Bitcoin as much as possible, because in 10 years time, even one Bitcoin, if it's going to be worth $1 million, then you'll be kind of kicking yourself if you've not taken the necessary precautions. Facebook talks global coin with CFTC, while Bitcoin never had to. So it's not pro Facebook, but just saying Facebook is in talks with the CFTC. Why are they in talks with the CFTC? Why do they need to do that? So the world's largest social media website, Facebook, has reportedly entered into a conversation with the US Commodities and Futures Trading Commission, CFTC. According to the reports, the chairman of the CFTC, Christopher Giancarlo, said that the conversation is at a very early stage, and he pointed out that the goal for these talks is to understand whether Facebook's stablecoin touted global coin will potentially fit with the CFTC's regulatory remit. So he says, we're very interested in understanding it better. We can only act on application. We don't have anything in front of us, said Giancarlo. They're just asking the question, why do they need to go in front of the CFTC? So global coin is aiming for regulation, obviously. But does it matter? Regardless of whether or not Facebook global coin fits with the regulatory remit of the CFTC or any other authority for that matter, worry still exists that social media giants' foray into cryptocurrencies might be fruitless. So we need to wait and see what happens there, because they say it might be fruitless because of the demographics of Facebook, and the demographic doesn't fit. However, that is going to change in the future. We have to remember that although the demographic of Facebook, which is predominantly women, aged between, say, the ages of 35 up to 55, and kind of men, some of that age as well, it's not young people that are on it. However, once we get to the stage of mass adoption, then it is going to fit the demographic. So I think it can only be a good thing as well. This is kind of from Reddit as well. Somebody's seen a crypto bus advertising in Chicago, crypto without chaos, and that's Gemini, obviously Winklevoss, the regulated cryptocurrency exchange, and he's taken that from his window. There's another one on Reddit as well. My dentists accept Bitcoin as payment, and you can see here now accepting Bitcoin for payments on all services. Get up to 20% off when you pay with Bitcoin. So say goodbye to wrinkles. Now offering Botox and pre-consultations and pay with Bitcoin as well. That was quite interesting. Other news stories as well. Mexico is getting 8 new cryptocurrency exchanges. The company Amero Isatac announced it will open its first physical cryptocurrency exchange station in Nuevo Leon, Monterrey on June the 21st. It will also soon expand into other 7 locations across Mexico as well. So Mexico is getting big on cryptocurrency as well, and Bitcoin especially. Blog.one's new social media site will do identity checks for every user. So this was EOS, the big announcement on EOS on Saturday that they're going to have Voice, which is going to be a new social media platform. And Blog.one is going to keep bots off its social media platform by checking the identity of every single user against a government ID, a source with direct knowledge of the product, tells CoinDesk as well. Good thing, bad thing? Be interesting to hear what you think. Hackers infect 50,000 servers with a sophisticated crypto mining malware, and I was had a malware on my computer as well, and it was mining kind of Bitcoin. Well, it was a Bitcoin miner kind of malware as well, but it's since been removed, hopefully been removed. So I'm just kind of checking it almost on a daily basis. So hackers have breached over 50,000 servers across the world to mine cryptocurrency using unusually sophisticated tools, according to a new report. Cybersecurity firm Guardicore Labs said May the 29th, a large-scale malware effort dubbed the Nanshu campaign has been ongoing since February and have been spreading to over 700 new victims per day. And the attack mostly targeted firms in healthcare, telecoms, media and IT sectors. So we'll have to be careful again just about guarding our computers as well. So get a security kind of update on your computer as well and just check it kind of every day as well. Okay, that's it for the news. I think what we'll do now is just take a quick look at the Bitcoin chart. We'll look at BNB, that's already gone up since we started speaking. But BTC USD, look at the Bitstamp price, 7,955, so it looks as if it's gone back to $8,000. So the market's kind of springing back here. So hopefully this goes up and it stays above here. And I was saying this morning on the charts, okay, if we're going to go down, if we're breaking below here, the next kind of logical kind of support here is going to be $7,364. That's the next logical support. So if it was to come down to that and bounce off that, then it would still look okay for going to $11,000. However, if it broke that and got down to 6,700, obviously is not looking quite as good, but the market needs a correction. We've had a big run up, 158% run up. So we kind of need a correction as well. And if we look at the fib retracement tool, and we can see the levels here. So to get to kind of 38%, I do a wee bit differently. This is from the crossover to do it. And really what we need to do is kind of here. And look at it from here. And look at the low point in the crossover. So if we kind of look at this, 38% level is about 7,133. The 61% level is 5,911. I'm going to go with the crossover. I just wanted to show you kind of what I normally do, but we'll go to the daily. The crossover, and I'll show you what I do for this as well. And look at the crossover on the daily. So 38% is 7,032 for a fib retracement. 50%, we're looking at 6,400. That's where the 6,400 comes in. And 5,774, I think, is where the bottom is going to be. If it kind of retraces right back and comes back down to 61.8%, I think 5,700-ish is going to be the bottom. And then we're going to take a zoom up. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. And I say unfortunately because I think that could be the last drop. But I just say unfortunately because I think that would be the last drop and then just go skyrocket from there. But what I do think is going to happen is going to bounce off the 7,300 or just go up from here up to 11,000, then come back down to 6,000, 6,500 and then go up. So we need to wait and see kind of what happens there, but that's what I think is going to happen myself. But we're okay just now, 7,949, not that bad. Big drop, yes, but can we get back up? Of course we can. If it was one whale that was doing this, then we're probably going back up. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to hit that like button, and I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.